The newspapers are increasingly united, and media is increasingly united in the assumption that Hunt's position is a holding one. And unless Hunt can actually do something really dramatic, it's going to be as diabolical and as catastrophic as Kwasi Kwarteng's tenure. Meanwhile, there is, as I say, a gathering consensus that the only way to replace Liz Truss is through a general election. I happen to still disagree. I don't think it's likely to have a general election much before the spring. And in that time, we ought to have repaired our country. We cannot repair our country with a lame duck waddling around, pretending to be in charge. She has lost authority. She has lost power. She has lost respect. I hasten to add, that third one she never had from me. I think this was an inevitable situation from the moment she cast her hat in the ring to replace Boris Johnson, her friend. She is one of the most pathetic excuses for a premier that I think we have ever had. And it is a disgrace. I'm not going to mince my words. It's a disgrace that she was ever given power. A disgrace. Because it's not impossible to have seen in advance the mess that she was going to make of things. This was never leadership material. And the responsibility for that lies with the Conservative Party, not with Liz Truss. I think the Conservative Party has effectively demonstrated that it no longer has the right to be the government of our country. I think the move towards a general election is inevitable. It's simply a matter of timing. And we have to remember that we have a malicious, a malevolent power in Russia that is looking for more of a vacuum that it can seize, in which it can seize the advantage. The only reason Putin attacked Ukraine was because he saw a vacuum in the West. And we cannot create more vacuum for him to fill, because lives are at risk. Lives are at risk. This is no longer our introspective, navel-gazing obsession with Liz Truss. This is about lives that will be lost should we abandon all sense and conduct a general election now. We need to hold off. And we need to recognise that not only will a general election take place soon, but that Labour will win, and deserves to win, because the Conservatives have abandoned all sense of honour and power. And who should be held ultimately responsible in the Conservative Party? Graham Brady and the 1922 committee. They had every opportunity to act 2 weeks ago. They didn't. They sat on their hands and moaned. I am not going to feel sorry for these people, ever. They tried to get their power. They tried to hang on to power. And there was only one option, and they didn't take it. Liz Truss did the same thing, and she didn't take it. These people are putting their own power, their own semblance of power, their own importance before the country. I'm shocked and embarrassed and ashamed of them.